GPS, the happy edition.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy. I mean, heading into this game, I picked the Broncos to win because the Falcons are just, they're too wishy-washy, right? And I think for the Broncos to have the performance that they did last week against the Chiefs and it come down literally to a blocked field goal. On top of that, the defense has been playing well. And Bo Nix, like fantasy owners know this, right? Because like Bo Nix has been good for them, but like Bo Nix has been getting better and better. And he's been looking pretty damn good. And it seemed like yesterday against a bad pass rush, in the Falcons, but their secondary is good. Put it all together and had a hell of a football game. And like, I know like there's the hype and I believe and all that stuff, but is this the time, Perna, where you're looking at this game and going, damn, like, okay, he could be the guy, like, and maybe like a little bit exceeding expectations of even what you thought he could be? Perna got a 50.
Oh, whoa. Thank you. You are welcome, Wilkins. You are welcome. The curse wheel is back. Yes. I mean, you battle your mind and your heart here, Tom. This is what's going on. You battle the mind and the heart because the heart says, yes, Bo Nix is the guy. I'm never going to think about another quarterback for the next 16 years, 18 years of my life. He is the truth. He is the one. He threw the ball everywhere. Wherever the fuck he wanted to throw the football, Bo Nix put that football. It was like Jesus was guiding every single one of his Bo leaving throws. But there's always a caveat right now. Will and I had talked about this. What I wanted was a attention-grabbing game for Bo Nix.
Yeah.
To put the cherry on top, put him into the conversation. Because he was playing well and he was just doing so many things well that don't really get noticed. I was like, he needs a 3 or 4 touchdown game, 300 yards. Got it. Problem is, it was against the Falcons. It was against the Falcons, and the Falcons' offense was terrible. So it wasn't even like there was pressure on him. You know what I mean? And the Falcons have the worst pass rush in the league. So that's the caveat, right? Like he annihilated Atlanta, but they're, in my opinion, just another subpar football team. We sweep the entire NFC South. So as I get excited about this, there's just that. It's like, okay, he did it against a bad team, and that's what you want a quarterback to do. But he played well against the Chiefs a week ago. And if he played just a tiny bit better, they probably win that. He won Rookie of the Week last week, and the Broncos only scored 2 touchdowns in the second quarter. So, there's still some things that can get better. But this game, you have in my recap, I was like, there was not a single miscue by Bo Nix.
Yeah,
it wasn't being like
just a homer, like, whoa, yeah, exactly.
Literally, he took 1 sack, Tom, and Mike McGlinchey tripped his ass. It was his own tackle accidentally got bull rushed and fucking leg whipped him. So that was like the only thing. Devon Vele, great hands, emerging, solid threat. But yeah, we are excited right now, and I think we've got to cut. The Broncos have a couple winnable games coming up. And I just want to see Nix do this like against the Chargers at the end of the season. And one more, like, I want a good defense. I want Bo Nix to have 3 touchdowns against a very good defense. And then I'm going to be 100% on board. Or say that Broncos get in the playoffs. He plays well in a postseason game. We're right now, 90% hope. Hope is 90% full, Tom.
Well, because I mean, I'm asking you specifically, not only because you're a Broncos fan, but it's more of like you have seen over the years since Peyton Manning has left, you've seen countless QBs come and go, right? Yeah. And you've even seen good performances out of those not so great QBs. So I'm saying, like, do you think that there's a difference between that and like a good game that you would see from, I'm just going to throw like a Brock Osweiler or like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Another.
No, we had two very good Drew Lock games.
Yeah.
His rookie year. Now he didn't start right away, but those 2 games came against the Texans and the Panthers, I believe. So they were, bad teams. What feels different about Nix is he does everything well right now, right? He's reading the defense.
Mm-hmm.
He's working the whole field. He's getting rid of the ball quickly. He's not taking sacks. He doesn't throw dumb interceptions. It's like the whole package, and all of it's gotten just a little bit better every week. And this game felt like the first game where he and Sean Payton, that their offensive game plan worked exactly the way they want it to. The one thing I will be curious to see, and Nix had some great throws to the middle of the field. Again, Devon Bailey, Cortland Sutton, like he was working everywhere. But the Broncos had a ton of success running wide receiver screens and little bubble screens to the running backs. So they scored 2 touchdowns on a near identical play, and it's just a fucking swing pass out to Troy Franklin and Marvin Mims. So if they continue to have success running those plays against better defenses, then it feels like everything else works for the Broncos offense. And I want to see a team that maybe has a better game plan to defend the screens, specifically the wide receiver screens. Let's see what the offense does if those are well defended. But to counter that, Peyton Manning ran that shit all the time. Like Demaryius Thomas, like that was once a game. It was just like a 60-yard touchdown from a receiver screen. So, And
that's a staple now of like NFL offenses. Like everybody throws a wide receiver screen. Like everybody's been doing that for years. I mean, you could go back to like 2011 when the Packers were running it when they were 15-1. Like this has been a staple for a while.
And it was working because the line, the receivers blocked well, and the Broncos offensive line was getting downfield and making key blocks to spring 2 touchdowns. So I think also the timing of this win, they lose horrifically to the Ravens, heartbreaker to the Chiefs, and then we get an opponent we think we're better than, and we just destroy them. So like this is exactly what this game needed to be.
That's fair.
I honestly wish we could play the Ravens again now. A week ago, I was like, I just never want to play the Ravens again because I think it's mismatch nightmare. But now the Ravens look so beatable, and I'm like, what would the Broncos do against that team if they got another shot at them? I don't know. Things are good. Things are good, man.
I'm glad to see you happy, buddy. Like that's a good like stress-free Sunday. Then you watch the Chiefs lose. Like I think everything was coming up Perna yesterday.
Yeah, I was like working on that video, and it was late. And usually I've got this pressure, this rush to get it done. I was just like,
but you're just like,
I was chilling. I was just like, I'll get through it.
Yep.
I'll get through it.